Yuk, udah.
So for the conclusion, therefore, before we say thank you, Mr. Sofian, for giving us a feedback. And now we're going to conclude our presentation here. Starting for me, to conduct classroom action research, you have to obviously make a proposal of it, and then there's much to do when you are conducting classroom action research. That's for me.
Yeah, and for me, the conclusion is the result of classroom action research, as I said before, it should provide the best solution for the problem. That's it.
From me, the conclusion is when you try to create classroom action research proposal, you have to understand first about the three capture. The first is introduction, literature review, and research method. So you have to understand first.
Okay, for me, the conclusion is start proposal is to identify a problem found in an education or in classroom and solve the problem by observations.
Okay, our explanation is about the grand design for make proposal.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Wait,
No.
Nida is joining. Nida?
Oh, Nida.
Nida,
Give us your conclusion, Nida.
Your conclusion of our meeting.
Ini lagi ngapain?
Conclusion, Nida.
Conclusion. Your conclusion. Your conclusion.
Conclusion, to create a card proposal, the problem and the solution, it should be relevant. That's it.
Okay, that's all of conclusion that from us. And then we open 2 sessions. On each session containing 4 questions maximum. Okay, so I will open session 1, and then 4 questions, and then after the questions are being mentioned or said, we are going to answer it. So I will open it. Go ahead.
Is there any question? No?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Can you give me more explanation about research method?
That's question number 1.
Yes, nggak ada yang nanya di Mbak.
Okay. Okay, question number 1 is explaining more about research method. Anybody note that? And then we move on to second question.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Sharul Pratama. How is the obstacle or challenge to implementing CAR? In implementing CAR. Thank you.
Okay, second question. The obstacle of implementing CAR. Okay. Third question. Anybody? Pertanyaan ketiga boleh.
Next question, please. Kalau minimal 8.
Is there any question? Ya, kalau masih belum ada kita jawab aja dulu kali ya dua pertanyaan pertama itu tadi. Waktu soalnya
Iya,
10
boleh.
menit. Okay. So the first question is, can you explain more about research method? So we're gonna explain.
So in research method, there are 3. There are type of research, cycles, and steps. As we learned before, in cycles, there are 2 cycles. And the cycles means time. In the first, for example, there are 12 meetings in one subject, and at least we need to in the first cycles we need like 6 and in 6 meetings, and in the what is it, and if we need more, and if it hasn't met the goal, we have to go for the second cycle, and that is in the next 6 meetings. Ada lagi nggak?
Tambahin ya.
Tambahin lagi dong.
Ya.
Iya, kurang.
And then so research method already mentioned by my colleagues Dinda. In here we have 3 main objectives in conducting a research method in CAR proposal. First one is type of research. Of course, in this kind of research, classroom action research, we use action research, which means the type of research that we use is we give students some treatment, some like some special treatment that can make us make successful of the alternative solution that we are give in order to solving background of the study and classroom problems. So example here, you have a classroom that like of speaking skills, and then you give an alternative solution to use some kind of mini games to improve your students' speaking skills, and then you implement it with games in your learning activity. So in hoping your students will follow it, and then your students make an improvement on speaking skills. Long week ago, cycles already mentioned, we have 2 minimum of cycles in research method, especially in classroom action research. The first one is planning and implementing. It is basically you do a preparation with all of your stuff, all of your collaborators, all of your instruction method strategy, you will prepare it to conduct your action research. And then after you prepare it, you have all you have everything you want that necessary to conduct your classroom action research. Then you implement it, all your strategy, all your methods, all your instructions, and then all your instruments into your action research. And then after you implement it, after you do the action research, and then the final phase is reflection and evaluating. It means that how far our research is succeed. Is it making a change? Is it making an improvement? Or whether it's vice versa, it's not making any improvement. Now the steps is the subsector we have on the cycles. Now the first two steps in research method here, planning and implementing, it's the branch of the first cycles, obviously. And then the third one is observation, means we observe while we're doing our research. Okay. And then the reflection one is the final phase when you are trying to score, trying to evaluate, try to maybe like judging your own experiment, your own research. That's it. Oke, jempol berarti udah oke ya. Okay, the second question is the obstacles, difficulties, and in implementing classroom excellence research. Maybe the obstacle is kind of it's way more in technical difficulties, like lacking of research, and it comes with two factors from what my logical thinking. It comes from internal factors and it comes for the external factors. Now the internal factors is when you lack of instrument, when you are not fully understand what is classroom action research is, and then that's it. The external factor from me is maybe the students are not following enough your learning activity, or maybe you your research is not matched with the students' ability. I think that's the obstacle. Now, it's rare to have um, conceptual obstacle in research method, because when you are making a conceptual, it's already on your mind, ready to be executed. That's it.
It's clear. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Two more questions on the first session.
Please.
My God. Maybe if there's not a question, we can ask you something.
Of course, you can. Don't worry. Of course. Ask the audience, Hafiz.
Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna ask here, but as far as the interesting title of uh, the title of this presentation is, uh, can we go back to the introduction slide, please? yeah, introduction. So here I'm gonna ask, I don't know, but someone has to answer it. Give us an example of background of study. As a simple one.
If there is no one who wants to answer it, maybe we will choose one person to answer Hafiz question. Okay?
Linda will choose the chosen one. Anyone? Hmm, that's strange. All the screen is freezing. What
Gak ada
happened?
yang jawab.
No one. It's far.
Okay, I'll choose one. Is it okay? It's okay, Dinda.
More than okay.
Uh,
I want a question.
wait, wait.
Hey,
I'm wait.
wait,
I want
no,
someone
no,
to
that's
answer Hafiz question first. Uh, Meme. Meme.
the rules have changed, buddy. You have to
I want
answer
to
it
ask
first.
you, Dinda, not answer. I
Wait,
have a
what?
question for you.
Wait, what?
I have a question for you. Not answer Hafiz question.
That's a
Hafiz,
simple
maybe
one.
you can repeat the question.
Question. Give us an example. It's a simple one. Background of the study. Okay, I'm gonna narrow it. I'm gonna narrow the question. Give us a problem, an example of problem in classroom. Well, silence all of a sudden. That's unexpected.
Fiz, lu nanya, Fiz.
Yeah.
The example of the problem
Mm.
of car. Yeah. I think the example of problem that arise in car is like about making students confident. Yeah.
Making students confident.
Right.
Okay. Now that's an example. Thank you, May.
Okay.
For those who want to ask, now's your chance.
I want to ask.
Okay, Mas.
I want to ask the part of the introduction, part 4 about the analysis of study. I just want to ask that what kind of the analysis of the study that you are going to conducting while you are conducted the classroom action research.
Okay.
Is it clear enough?
Is it clear?
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
The last question for the first session.
Yes, I have a question.
All right then.
So my question is, in general, for whom research benefits are shown?
Okay, that's a good question actually.
Wait,
That's the
what?
question.
I can hear. What? Please.
For whom the research are gonna benefitful. Is that right?
Gimana, Mei?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Tidak kedengeran,
tanya
sis.
siapa yang paling diuntungkan gitu ya di dalam.
Iya.
Oh ya ya. I get it.
Umumnya gitu.
Siapa yang paling diuntungkan din?
Atau untuk siapa
Ya,
manfaat
untuk siapa?
dari penelitian itu ya.
Okay, the first session, the question is already locked
Close.
up. Yep, we're gonna pause it and we're gonna answer it. First, the third question is from Hamad Sultan Alif. The kind of analysis of study what kind that we are going to conduct in our car proposal. For me personally, since the analysis of study is the analysis of needs of what the background of study is said before. So if the background of study, the problem that we are found is students are lacking in writing skills, and then the analysis of study is I'm gonna okay, the most obvious one I'm gonna analyze was the core of the students lacking in writing skills. Of course, the lacking of the comprehension is not in general. I mean, there's gotta be one or two sectors that students having a problem with. So by doing that, maybe the analysis one is gonna make a match instrument that are going to exactly match with the background of study, with the problem of the study. So here said, um, students are having lack of writing procedural text. In order to solve that, in order to give my alternative solution, I'm gonna analyze what difficulties that they have in writing procedural text. Is it the arrangement? Is it the signal words? Is it the conjunction or anything else? So the analysis of study here is you just analyze. You just analyze the problem. Okay? To give an alternative solution is a different part. So in the analysis of study, you're just observing and then analyzing the problem. And that's for me. That's from me. Is it clear enough?
Yeah. So the analysis of study analyzing the problem first.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
analyzing the problem first.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you.
everything is starting from analyzing the problem and we start to do. Ya, gitu deh pokoknya.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay. Thank you. Is it clear? Clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe some additional. Kalau nggak ada, kita next.
Yeah, next question. Kalau nggak ada, next question.
Satu, dua, tiga. No. Okay. Next question.
Jadi, Meme's question is the benefit more for student, teacher, or itu. Is that the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
in my opinion, this classroom action, this research is equal. The benefit is equal. It can be for the teacher and it can be for the student, because the student can know their weakness and have the solution and get the solution to improve their lack of skill. And for the teacher, is the teacher know more the weakness of the students, and yeah, they know how to solve it. They know how to make them improving themselves. Is there any additional?
Anyone additional? I want to add some more actually, but if there's anyone that want to give
Nisa,
their
Lela,
Nisa,
Nida.
Ya, Lela, Mamai.
Okay, for the benefit, the third is from researchers, teacher, and student. There is three.
It's three.
This for me.
Okay. I'm gonna add some additional. What business? So, who is the most beneficial? I will say it's equal, but there is some parts that the most beneficial one is on the students and the researcher side. When the most beneficial again is um, is for the teacher, because the teacher conduct this experiment or research. So it is clear that when the research is 100% successful, it will benefit to the teacher most, because teacher can know explore more about learning techniques, learning methods. Oh my god! And then it will affect the students also. The students are getting more comprehensive, and then uh, the school is getting more score, getting more point in improving students and teacher quality. That's for me. We have 10 minutes left, actually, by the way.
For me, the benefit from are mostly for the teacher, because from the car observation, the teacher can know the weakness they in teaching to the student, and then they can solve from make innovative learning in the classroom. Maybe enough for me.
Okay. Anybody else? Additional? No? Okay then.
Benefit car ya?
Iya,
Kedengeran nggak?
kedengeran.
Okay. I think benefit to conduct car the for student or and teacher, because it should be improve their quality of learning and teaching. That's it.
I want to add the benefit. Okay, from me, the benefit is for, of course, for the student and teacher. Why? Because student and teacher is related in conducting classroom action research proposal. So it cannot just for benefit for teacher or for student. It is for teacher and for student. I think that's
Okay. Is it clear enough?
Clear enough.
May. Okay.
Clear enough.
Okay, it's clear enough. So, yay, we have done first session. Then we move on to second session with the same amount of question. 4. Okay.
Ganti Zoom dulu apa enggak?
What?
Ganti dulu aja.
We move
Ganti
to
dulu, ganti
new
dulu aja ya.
meeting.
Ganti dulu aja ya.
Okay.
Ya wes.